Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to another Pickacard reading. Okay, so this is going to be a love reading. It will be a who is your soulmate reading. This is going to be a very specific video, really detailed, and I'm going to really get into all of the details of who your soulmate is, what they're about, and we're going to really tune into their energy. Okay then, so this is going to be a very juicy video. Right, so we have 3 groups to choose from, 3 crystals, as you can see. For group number 1, we have citrine. For group number 2, we have rose quartz. And for group number 3, to tell you the truth, I can't remember the name of this crystal, but this is group number 3. Okay. So as always, feel free to pause the video at this point if you want to take a bit of time to tune into the energy of each group, each crystal. As I always say, don't overthink, just trust that you will be led to the crystal, the group that is meant for you. Alright then, so I'll see you when I get your group. Bye. Hello there, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose this citrine crystal, then this is your group. I really love this crystal. It's just so beautiful. Okay, so let's put this here to one side. Now, this card here that I've shuffled, but before shuffling, I asked Spirit to give me one card that would really summarize your soulmate's energy. Okay, so that's what this card is going to show us. Now, before we turn these cards around, there's a few messages coming through. So one thing that I can see, your soulmate is someone that is very good with money. So very financially intelligent, someone who is very grounded, very good with money, they're very aware of what they need to do and what they need to focus on. So very self-sufficient, self-motivated. This is someone, I'm hearing go-getter. So this is somebody who they haven't had it easy, like they didn't have it easy in life growing up. Things weren't handed to them, but they had to really go out there and get what they wanted. So this is very much a boss, someone who knows, you know, once they have an idea, once they have a vision, a plan, they ensure that this is fulfilled. So if they say they're going to do something, then they will do it. So this is someone that's very true to their word, very honorable, I'm hearing. Somebody who can be trusted, and also someone who others really confide in quite a lot. So this is a very trusted individual, somebody. So I'm hearing, I'll tell you what song I heard right before I turned the camera on. I heard Alicia Keys' Diary. So there's a few things I get from this. One thing I get from that is that this is the kind of person that other people see as a diary. So when you tell this person things, when anyone tells this person things, people know that they can trust this individual with this information that they're giving them. So this isn't someone that is going to blab and discuss your business with other people. Like, they really do. It's what I'm seeing is that everybody knows that this person stays true to their word. This is someone who, they have a really strong code that they stick to. Like, they're really big on what's this word I'm thinking of? Principles, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But yeah, they just have a set of values and codes that they stick to, and they really like to make sure that they stick to these because their word is everything to them. Wow, this is interesting. So we're really going straight into this reading, straight into their energy. Another thing, they do have really strong, powerful energy. So this is a very dominant individual. Regardless of their gender, this is someone, so yeah, regardless of their gender, they're very tuned in to their divine masculine. So they're operating from the higher octave of the divine masculine energy. So this is someone who knows how to initiate, knows how to get things done. They know how to go out there and get things. So of course there's a time to be kind of still, and there's a time for movement. You know, there's a time to kind of be where you are and to let things come to you. But this person is very well versed in knowing how to actually go from A to B. They know how to take the various steps to get to where they want to get to. Okay, let's turn this card around. Oh, this is interesting. So we have the Sun card. Enjoy success and happiness. Yeah, so this is a very, let's zoom in for a minute. This is a very successful individual. For some of you, this person could be 44, or they could be in their 40s, or maybe you're in your 40s. That was something that was coming up. Perhaps 50s, or this person, yeah, I don't want to get too much into the numbers because that can be very specific sometimes. So sometimes it only actually is me talking to one person or just two people. But yes, so we have the Sun card. Okay, so this is a leader. This is someone that knows how to lead. They know how to, I want to put this here actually, they know how to lead, and they, sorry, my hair is everywhere. They know how to lead, and they know how to actually be in charge of things. So they could actually be a manager, they could be self-employed. I'm definitely getting either managerial vibes or self-employed vibes, or both. Maybe they kind of have their own business on the side, and this is something that they're working towards doing full-time, but they also are a manager in a business. Okay, and I saw 44 again, so the number 4 is definitely very significant to your connection. There's a few things coming in here, so I don't want to get into the when you'll meet your soulmate because this was the last video I done. So if you're interested in that, then watch my last video. It's called How and When You Will Meet Your Soulmate. Okay, but one thing I am seeing, so if you haven't met them already, one thing that it could be is you could meet them in 4 days, 4 weeks, or maybe you met them 4 weeks ago, 4 months ago. So you've either met them at that time or you're going to meet them during this time frame. But try not to get too caught up on the time frame, because honestly everything kind of operates on spirit's time, on the divine's time, and sometimes this is just, yeah, it's not when we think it's going to be. So let's go deeper into this. Spirit, tell me more about group number 1, soulmates energy. Ooh, yes, so we got the, yeah, look at this, King of Pentacles. This person is definitely a boss. We've got heavy boss energy, and I'm seeing for some reason I'm seeing Rick Ross in my mind's eye. That song, Rick Ross, The Boss. So I don't know if you or this person maybe likes Rick Ross, or I don't know, someone could live in Miami. Maybe you live in Miami, Florida, or maybe your person, or maybe you're gonna take a trip there, or yeah, somehow Miami, Florida is linked to this connection. So yeah, we've got King of Pentacles. So this person is very stable. They are very secure with their finances, because just look at this person here. They're just sitting there, they're chilling, and they're not worrying. Like, they know what's coming to them, and they know, because look, this person knows how to put the work in, so they don't worry about, they're never in this lack mindset, because firstly, because they put the work in, but secondly, because when they want something, they're going to get it. And one message that's coming through is that they're going to be this way with you. So once they kind of realize that you are their person, they're going to definitely pursue you. I just heard relentlessly. So they're going to pursue you, and they're going to just be like, yes, you are my person. So again, look, we got the Emperor card. So regardless of whether this is a masculine or feminine, this person is deeply into and tuned into their divine masculine side. Okay, this is interesting. Oh, wait. Okay, I'll take that. I'm going to take these. It was just a bit too frantic. Let's just shuffle again. So we got the 3 of Swords here. Now this person, okay, there's, all right, one thing that's coming through here. So this person is very, very fixated on work. For a long time, they've just been focusing on their money, focusing on work, focusing on their career, and really leveling up in that sense. And this is because of some past heartbreak. So, yeah, they totally tuned out that side of life. So this person I'm seeing has been single for quite some time. There's 2 things actually. For one group of you, this person has been single for a long time, and they've just been focusing on career instead, money, and leveling up in that sense, really preparing themselves properly for their actual person, because they don't, I heard they don't want to make the same mistake twice. So for some reason they feel like they really made some kind of mistake with their ex partnership, and it left them feeling a little jaded, and they just didn't want that to happen again. So they were focusing heavily on money. Ooh, one thing that's coming through actually is that the person they was with, I don't want to get too much into the previous people, but the person that they was with before, see, like kind of was always on their case about them making more money, or tried to make them feel some type of way about their financial status. there's something like that. There's some kind of wound when it comes to relationships. They're past relationships and money. So they just really... Okay, wait. It's coming through so fast. Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure I make sense. Okay, what it is that this person felt like they couldn't properly take care of the person they was with previously. So they like to make sure that they have enough money before they get into relationships. Yeah, that's what it is. Because yeah, this person does like to indulge. They like the finer things in life. And they would rather be single than be with someone that they can't give all the things they want to give, if that makes sense. So they want to really, this person is going to really want to give to you. They're going to want to take you on holiday, whisk you away, and do kind of spontaneous romantic things like that. Big gestures is their love language. Like they want to show, like, okay, this is the kind of person, they may not be so expressive with their emotions, but they will show you they care by doing certain things, like by buying you things, or by, you know, let's say if you say, oh, I really want a giant amethyst crystal. Let's say if you said this to them ages ago, they will remember it, and then they'll get it for you for your birthday. So that's their way of showing that they care. So they may, I'm getting this heavy Capricorn energy, so they could have their moon in Capricorn, or maybe like just heavy Saturnian Capricorn energy. So they may not be so expressive when it comes to how they feel and their heart and stuff, but they will show you that they care in other ways, is the message. Ooh, hold on. Yeah, so definitely this person, they like to travel with their partner. Travel is very important to them, like it's a very important part of their connections, relationships. Also, they could do international business. I'm not going to take that. So yeah, this person is very international, well known in their area of business, because everything is fine. Hang on, let me put that there. I'm going to get into some oracle cards now. Hold on, then I'm going to actually decipher these messages. So right, let's get into the Moonology deck. So Spirit, tell us some more about group number one, Soulmate's energy. Who is group number one's soulmate? Who are they? Oh, I just heard, let's take this. I just heard they are an enigma. Will that fit? Oh yes, it will fit. Okay, so we have new moon in Taurus, know your worth. So we got more earthy energy here. So this person is heavily connected to the earth plane. Like, one thing I would say they do, and I feel like you're going to help them work on this actually. So they do need to be a bit more expressive, and I'm getting the message that when they start connecting with you, you're going to kind of help them to melt into their heart space much more. You're going to help to heal their heart, because, and you're going to also help to remind them that, you know, working and money isn't the only thing in life. And when I say that, I don't mean that they're shallow or anything like that. It's just that it's really, especially if you've got the Taurus here, it's very important for this person to feel stable and secure. And I feel like this actually goes back to a childhood wound of maybe not having a lot of money, didn't have enough food sometimes perhaps. So it's very important for this, like it's good for this person's mind and for their kind of emotional state to feel like and to know that they have enough money, a secure place to lay their head, you know, a sturdy foundation. This is very important for this individual. So, but I feel like you're going to help them to kind of soften a little and to actually enjoy life again, because I think for a point in time they've just been really working so much and they haven't been enjoying life. This card wants to come out because this is the second time actually this has happened. So I'm going to take this. So we got new moon in Aquarius. Open up to that's funny. Yeah, open up to change. And I was just saying that this person is going to change when they meet you. So that's definitely a message. Just zoom out a little. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be a connection filled with transformation, filled with a lot of change, a lot of evolution. The two of you are both going to change through this connection, but it's going to be very organic, very natural. And I'm seeing you both uplifting one another. So your soulmate is somebody who really likes to help other people to see their worth and to see their value. They also like to help people to, I'm hearing, okay, this person could be a life coach or But yeah, I'm seeing something to do with coaching, motivating others. They could make videos on YouTube as well about those kind of topics. Maybe manifestation, manifesting abundance. Because basically, this person has managed to really... They've managed to manifest their ideal life. Minus the love thing. That's the only part of life I'm seeing that isn't how they want it to be at the moment. But of course, when they meet you, that's going to change. Or if you've met them already, then this is, you know, what is slowly happening. But yeah, this person is pretty secure. They've got a good amount of money and business is going how they want it to go. So everything is kind of, I'm seeing it's going upwards. I was seeing like a roller coaster that's going up. So things are moving in the right direction in that sense. They just want to share this abundance with someone. So they want to show... So they want to do this with their partner and just with people in general. All right, so with their partner, they don't mind kind of looking after their partner, so providing for them financially. But I am seeing that you have your own stuff going on anyways. But this is kind of this person's love language. So they really like to show others that, you know, you can manifest abundance, you can manifest the kind of life that you want, and that it isn't as hard as people kind of make it out to be. You know, once you kind of get your mind on board, once you set the intention, once you get out of your own way, and once you realize, and I feel like this is their energy I'm channeling now, once you really, like, this feels like their words. Yeah, once you really realize who you are, what you can do, you just can all you need to do is do it. All you need to do is do it and keep moving forward, and the abundance will come, the money will come, everything will come. Once you're open to things being different, you know, once you get out of this 10 of Swords energy of feeling like, oh, you know, woe is me and everything is so bad and I never get what I want. Once you kind of clear all of that crap away, and once you put that story to one side and decide you're going to create a new story, you can create this energy that this person is now in. This King of Pentacles energy, Queen of Pentacles, Emperor, Empress. You know, they want to show people like how to do it. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's get more into this, Spirit. Group number 1, Soulmate's energy. Let's go deeper into group number 1, Soulmate's energy. I like this person's energy. All right, we've got Full Moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. So yeah, this person is very fearless. They're not really... I'm hearing that you're gonna kind of, when you meet them, or if you've met them already, just take what applies. One comment you're gonna make is on how fearless this person is. This person is very courageous, and it seems like they're just not afraid of anything. They just go out there, they get what they want. Once their eyes are on the prize, they make sure that they really do get this. So let's get a bit more into this person's love language. Ooh, okay. We've got let go of control issues. Okay, so as I said earlier, this person, it's not that they're controlling, but they're incredibly helpful. So they really want to help people to make the necessary changes in their life. So their love language is kind of giving you pep talks, motivating you and teaching you new things, is the vibe I'm getting. Let's get another card for, yeah, let's take this. We've got express your love. Yeah, so that's the way that they express their love, by teaching you, showing you, guiding you. Like that really makes them feel like they need to feel useful, this person. Yeah, I'm getting now some Virgo energy. So you or this person could be a Virgo, but I feel like it's more so this person's energy. So they could have Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or they could have just some strong Virgo energy. Even if they don't, there's still this energy of someone who likes to be of service, someone who really likes to teach others, who likes to share their knowledge, because they have a wealth of knowledge. I'm seeing like this is someone that is well traveled. They probably, I'm seeing that they have a degree, but they're also into kind of higher philosophy as well. So they're into these esoteric things. This is how they've managed to really manifest their abundance. So it wasn't just them kind of putting the work in. They also was using their mind and their words and their intention to really get what they want. What else? I'm gonna get some final messages before we close. So which deck should I use, Spirit? Okay, this one. I'm gonna use this Oracle deck. All right, closing messages for group number 1. So group number 1, Soulmate. Let's get some final closing messages, Spirit, from group number 1, Soulmate. What does group number one soulmate want to tell group number one before we close? Ooh. I just heard, let's take this at the top. I just heard healing is on the way. Hold on, let me just get another card, then I'll read the messages fully. So a message from group number one soulmate. Let's take that. Okay, so we've got peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. And then we have medicine guardian, be open to the healing information. So the message I'm getting straight away right now is that this person wants to tell you that they are connecting with you. Oops, is that focusing? They are connecting with you right now in the astral plane. Okay, so you could have been having dreams about this person, or you may start having dreams about them. Either way, the message I'm getting is that this person is sending you healing energy. So if you know them, maybe this is something that they've actually said to you, or if you haven't met them yet, this is something that they're doing, okay, in the unseen realm. Okay, they also want you to know. Hold on. Some of you have been crying a lot. Some of you have been upset about the fact that you've been single for a long time. This person wants you to know that they are coming, that things are aligning, things are coming together, but they just have to sort some things out first. So there's a need to kind of wait. Yeah, hold on. I'm seeing this bridge that can't yet be crossed. So for some of you, something else has to unfold first before the two of you can come into union. Yeah, because I'm just hearing patience, have patience. And also, they want you to know, hold on. I just heard take this time to heal, take this time to feel. So there's some things that you need to really let yourself feel, that you need to really purge from your system. For some of you, this is a negative thought pattern that you have. So a way of thinking that you have that isn't so helpful to this union. So some of you are unintentionally blocking this connection from coming together right away because you don't believe that this person is actually out there, but they are. Like, they're actually coming towards you, but there's a need, and the two of you actually are doing this. So the two of you do need to do some healing. You need to take your own medicine first, to fill your own cup first, because you are mirroring one another. So there's a need to really do this work, to do a bit more work individually. And then it's like the more you do this work on self, the more you are walking closer and closer towards one another. Yeah, that's what it is. Yes. Okay, yeah, this is your reading, group number one. I hope these messages have resonated and been helpful. Do be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hello there, group number two. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose this rose quartz crystal, then this is your group. Welcome. Okay, so let's dive straight into this. All right, so this oracle card that I've got here, as I was shuffling the deck, I asked Spirit to give me one card that would summarize your soulmate's energy. So that's how we're going to kick off this reading, with this card here. Now, before I turn this card around, I am getting some messages about your soulmate. You know, this always happens before I actually turn the camera on and before I turn the card around. So one thing I'm really getting is that this person is kind of cheeky, okay? Because I'm seeing they are really funny. So they have a really good sense of humor. They're very funny. They're very cheeky. They're kind of cocky. But I'm getting that this is not really who they are fully. So it's a bit of it's kind of just one mask that they put on. So now, it's not that they're fake or anything, but it's just that, how do I explain this? So this person is very funny. They like to make other people laugh. Like, throughout their life, they've been known as the funny one. They can really cheer people up when someone isn't feeling so great. And even if you don't need cheering up, when you're with this person, when anyone is with this person, you're just laughing, you're having a good time. They have really good energy, good vibes. Now, this cocky thing I'm talking about, what it is, they're just very confident, and it can seem like, oh my gosh, this person thinks they're too nice, but that is not really them. So that's what I'm trying to say. So it's not that they think they're too nice, they're just very confident, but I'm getting that actually deep down they're a softie. So deep down, so when you're just with this person and no one else is around, they're gonna be like a teddy bear. They're gonna be so like lovey-dovey and so different to what their friends see. Oh, this person's funny. Okay, so let's turn this card around. Okay, so we've got hermit. Yeah, so look, deep down, this person is quite a hermit. So they can be extrovert when they need to be, because I'm seeing that they probably have a lot of friends, or you know, they're very well liked by people. You know, they're just good vibes, this person. But they actually do like being in their own company. They do like to just meditate. They do like to dive into self and to really just, because I'm seeing that they have a very colorful inner realm. So they could be an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or they could be a Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So could be Pisces. Yeah, maybe Pisces Moon, maybe. For some of you. But yeah, this person has this very hermit type energy deep down. Okay, so see, now I've got Gemini energy coming through, because what it is, it's like this person has two sides. So they can be an extrovert. So you know, they're very well known, they're very popular, they're very well liked. So they end up spending a lot of time outside the home, so outside and socializing, all of those things. But at the same time, there's another side of them that just wants to chill out at home and to just be alone in their own zone, just vibing out, listening to some lo-fi music, or listening to binaural beats or solfeggios or whatever. And I think their friends, or some people who know them, acquaintances and stuff like that, they may be surprised that this person has this other side to them. So what it is, this person is just very multifaceted. So they're very kind of, there's many layers to them. And as you meet them and the more you get to know them, you're going to begin to peel back these layers. And it's like each layer, there's a new surprise. So you're going to like this about this person. Like there's so much to them. Okay, let's go deeper into this. So Spirit, tell me some more about group number 2's. No, I'm not going to take that. Group number 2's soulmate energy. So group number 2's soulmate. Oh god. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah. Okay. This is what I'm meant to take, I think, because I don't know why I did that. One more card for group number 2's soulmate energy. No. One more card for group number 2's soulmate energy. Yeah. Okay. And then let me get into. Do you know what? For some reason in your group, I feel guided to just shuffle a whole bunch of things, and then I'm going to read the energy. So, Spirit, group number 2, soulmate's energy. Group number 2, soulmate's energy. Tell me about... Woo! Okay, there's a lot of things that just flew out. I'm just going to take these. And then one more deck. So, yeah. I don't know why I'm doing it like this, and this is a reflection of this person's energy, like the way I feel guided to use loads of different decks all at the same time. So this is how this person is. They can be someone who has a lot of tabs open. This could be metaphorically or physically. So they always have a lot going on. They have the ability to juggle a lot. They have the ability to do many things at once. There's many things that they're good at, so they're very talented, extremely talented. And very versatile. Like their energy is also very playful. I like this energy. It's very fresh. It's very childlike. Yeah. So regardless of their age, they're very childlike. They're very connected to their inner child. And this person is yeah, very playful, very childlike. And I'm hearing that they complement you well. So you guys balance each other out. Let's take that. Oh my god, are you joking? That's so funny. Just as I said you balance each other out, the Libra card literally flew out. That's so funny. Okay. One more card. Spirit. Okay, yeah. Okay, now let's just get into all of it. All of the things. So we got the 10 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. Hold on a minute. I was just hearing that this person makes it look easy. So they make it look easy. They make things look easy because they just take everything in their stride. They're not afraid to face challenges. They face things head on. And this is confirmed by this Aries, because where is it? There was an Aries card somewhere. Yeah, this one. Last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. So this person oops, okay, you can't even see that. When things are happening, they don't run away. Like, they're ready to face anything. And this is how they will be in your connection. So, you know, I think some of you, oh, sorry, my hair. Some of you are used to people who just kind of run away when the going gets tough. But this person, look, when I look at this Hermit card, I see this as this person being very solid. This is a very solid individual. If they're with you, they're with you. So when they're riding with you, they're really riding with you and they're not going anywhere. This is really the energy. Actually, let's put this here. This is the energy I'm getting from your person. So you can rely on them. They're very reliable. And once they, I think I said this at the start, didn't I? Did I say this for your group? Their word, I can't remember. Anyway, their word is very important to them. So if they tell you they're going to do something, then they will do it. Okay, we have yeah, and for some of you that's going to be hard for you to believe because you're not used to people who are so reliable, and you're going to have to really take this person at their word. Okay, yeah, you're going to have to stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, right, sorry, there's loads, I think, yeah, there's some school kids going by, so it's a bit noisy. Anyway, yes. Oh, that's a message there. For some of you, this person has kids, or maybe you have kids, children, or maybe you're going to have children with this person. Okay, let's move on. Right, we got the 10 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Oh, we got 2 10 cards. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like you're I said, yeah, you're gonna think this person is a 10 out of 10. So you're gonna be very physically attracted to them. There's a lot of physical attraction in this reading. So the two of you, they are very much your type physically, or in all ways, of course, because they are soulmate. But right away you're going to notice that, wow, okay, this person ticks a lot of boxes. They tick all the boxes, like, and they're going to feel the same way about you. You know, there's this energy of, oh my god, I've realized we've got 3 10 cards. How did I not realize that until just now? I only saw these 2. Yeah, so look, oh my god, wow, yeah. So definitely for some of you, you are gonna have your 10 of Cups with this person. So you will be having a family, you will be having all the things, you're gonna settle down with this person. You're going to, because I'm seeing you and this person really walking together for many years, like many years. So this could be like being together for 30 years plus. So this is like, yeah, because we got 3 10 cards. It's just making me think of 30. So there's a few messages there. Some of you, you're 30. Or for some of you, this is just going to be a very long connection. A connection that stands the test of time. You will be together for a long time. Because when I'm seeing this 10 of Wands here, I'm seeing this as the two of you kind of really going through and moving through all the different phases of your life. So dealing with difficulties together, rising together, raising a family together, having emotional fulfillment together, building together with the 8 of Pentacles, so having a business maybe, or kind of sharing ideas when it comes to business, so you helping each other with career and business. And I'm hearing that this person will lighten your load in some way. So they're going to come in and be a breath of fresh air. Yeah, this is so nice. Okay, so yeah, with the flirt card, yeah, so as I said, strong physical attraction between you and this person. Like, you will be very physically attracted to one another. Completely, like. And we got the Libra card here. So there's a lot of Venusian energy. This will be a very romantic connection. Very kind of, yeah, a very romantic, flirty connection. Where it's like, yeah, I'm seeing that the honeymoon period, it will seem like it just doesn't end. Because you're just going to be constantly still so attracted to each other throughout the years. And I'm saying years because it feels like, yeah, you'll be together for a really long time. Okay, right, we got last quarter moon in Aries. We'll work through your feelings. Full moon in Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. Full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is forecast. And I feel like keeping my energy on this card here. So yeah, this is you're gonna feel like you've won the lottery when you meet this person or when you come into union with this person. For some of you, you know who this is and this is already how you feel, but I'm just getting the vibe that you're gonna feel like, yes, I've won. Like, this is it. This is it. This is end game. You know, this is what I've been meditating on. This is what I've been trying to manifest. This is the person I have been waiting for. You know, because you have been staying optimistic. You have really had patience, and now the universe is blessing you with this divine partnership who you are very attracted to. Another thing I'm seeing is that you've been, I can see that you've been really focusing on your beauty routine, or your I'm just seeing someone that's been really focusing on self-care, focusing on, I don't know, like getting massages or using body scrubs. I know this sounds so random, but this is what's coming through. I'm just seeing someone that's been really pampering themselves and wanting to focus a lot more on their physical appearance. And this is because a part of you knows that this person is coming, this connection is coming, and you just feel like you want to really beautify yourself. And now, this is not that you even need to, because when it comes to your person, it doesn't matter what you look like. You could run into them when you're wearing basic clothing, no makeup, and just yeah, the hair isn't done or nothing. But when it comes to meeting your person, it doesn't matter what you look like, because you're actually when you're looking into one another's eyes, you're gazing into each other's soul, and you're actually seeing them in their entirety. So you're not even seeing, you know, look, even if you are physically attracted, of course you're going to be physically attracted to your person, but I'm saying when we meet our person, it goes so far beyond that, because it's like a soul recognition type moment, soul remembrance, and you are gazing into one another's soul. So there's a different type of attraction there. So it's like you're attracted to their soul. Like there's this magnetic pull that's happening. So my point I'm making is, this person doesn't even care what you look like, because they're just, there's a baby crying outside. Yeah, that's another message. Definitely children are going to be a part of this connection for many of you. Yeah, because that message keeps coming in. Anyway, yeah, this person is going to be physically attracted to you, is the point I'm making, whatever you look like on the day that you meet them, if you haven't met them yet. But I can see that, yeah, you have been wanting to really focus more on, so some of you have wanted to kind of change your look up a little bit. Maybe you want to cut your hair. Some of you may have shaved your hair recently, or you want to, there's just this big dramatic change you felt guided to have when it comes to your looks. Somehow you want to just like make a big change. You want to like move into a different, what's the word I'm thinking of? My words are getting so jumbled now. It's like you're wanting to completely transform yourself, and I'm getting that this is because at some level it's because a part of you knows that you're about to meet your actual person. So you want to just, it's like you're preparing for this, and you're wanting to kind of level up when it comes to your confidence levels, so that you can match this person's energy, if that makes sense. Yeah, so it's not that you need to change your looks to be attractive to them. It's just that for some reason you just, yeah, you're just getting into the vibration of this connection, and it's making you feel like very flirty, very beautiful, and just like you want to really pamper yourself and tend to yourself and really beautify yourself. Yeah, I hope that makes sense, because I was just really trying to make it make sense. But yeah, okay, let's do one final card. Spirit, closing messages now. What closing message does group 2's soulmate have for them? So what does group 2 soulmate want to tell them? What does group 2 soulmate want to tell them? Oh, one more card. Yeah, okay, hold on. So one thing I'm hearing, they want to tell you to make sure that you rest enough. You haven't been resting enough, and they want you to rest. Oh, that's a bit dark, isn't it, over there? They want you to rest. They want you, yeah, that makes sense. They want you to really take care of yourself. So they don't want you to work too hard. You need to have some balance. So look, we got Libra energy again with the scales and the balance here. They also want you to make sure that you're that you're not letting people take advantage of you, because you are so kind, you are so giving, and they just want to make sure that you are actually prioritizing your own needs, your own health, and yeah, focusing on just what you want to do and what is going to help you, rather than only focusing on others because you are so giving. Yeah, because with the 9 of Pentacles here, I can see that, so some of you may have been, you know, doing a lot of overtime, or maybe you've just been, hold on. Yeah, there's something you've been working on, building in the physical. So this could be a creative project. It could relate to your work, your finances. Yeah, look, it is that actually. Yeah, you have been working on increasing your finances, because I'm seeing that with the 8 and 9 of Pentacles. So you've been building. Some of you could be doing web design or something to do with coding, some kind of work, something like that. Something to do with websites. Or maybe you have a website for your business. You've been working on that. But anyway, you've been really working on the finances and all of that stuff. And they want to tell you that just make sure you have some balance. Make sure that you make time for fun and for enjoying life. I think that was why that message about pampering yourself was coming in, actually, because for some of you, you actually haven't been pampering yourself enough. And your person just wants you to make sure that you take some time to do something nice for yourself, you know, taking yourself out to eat, or just taking a little break. Yeah, that is what I'm getting there. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. Yeah, you're going to be working through a lot with this person. So this connection is going to really take you on a journey. I was hearing you're going to see the world, and you're going to see that this person is going to help you to see different parts of your own self. So it's almost like when you meet them, they're going to be a mirror. So they're going to really show you an accurate reflection of your own self. And they're going to show you yourself, and you're going to get a chance to really work through and heal some old ancient wounds from the past, wounds from childhood. And you're just going to change your perspective. You're going to start to see everything differently. This person is going to help you to see things through the eyes of a child and through fresh eyes. Because what I'm seeing is that the two of you, because children, that energy is really, really so coming into this reading here. So the two of you, I'm seeing that both of your inner children are going to get on well together. So you're going to bring out their inner child more, and they're going to bring out your inner child more. So together, you're both going to start to really enjoy life. I'm seeing you both enjoying life, and I'm hearing the little things. So even if it's just simply staying at home, watching Netflix, watching a film, being silly, being goofy, but you're gonna just be enjoying life, enjoying the small moments, you know, and just having discussions, so having philosophical discussions. And like, I'm seeing that this person might want to buy you books as well, or you have a shared love of the same kind of books. You're going to bond over books. You can meet them in a bookstore maybe, but I don't want to get too much into that side of things. I'll do a separate reading on that. But yeah, books are an important part of this connection as well. So you both could like reading, they like reading, and yeah, I'm seeing if there's anything else I need to share. Yeah, I just heard a good balance of work and play. Yeah, so you're going to be very abundant with this individual. And another one thing I'm hearing as well, some of you have been afraid to get into a relationship again because you don't want to be distracted, because in the past you have been in these connections where the person ends up distracting you from your purpose, and you end up kind of getting sidetracked. But what I'm hearing is that it's not going to be like that with this person, because this person is just going to simply add to your life. They're not going to take anything away. So they're not going to distract you. If anything, they're going to help you have more balance between work and play. But they're not going to distract you from your work, because they can see the importance of that, and they do themselves have that energy of knowing what is really important and knowing how to, there's a time and a place for everything, is what I can hear them saying. So they know when it's time to work, they know when it's time to play, and they wouldn't want to kind of confuse these two things. So basically, they would help you with your career, if anything, and with your work and your business and your purpose. So they're going to help you to carry these 10 wands. And they're going to, when you're feeling low, they're going to lift you out of this 10 of swords energy. They're going to motivate you, inspire you. I'm seeing you both meditating together, doing yoga together. Yeah, this is nice energy. Okay, this is what I have for you, group number 2. I hope these messages have resonated and been helpful. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hello there, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose this crystal, the crystal that I don't know the name of, then welcome. This is your group, and you know what, the messages are already flying in. Let me put this crystal down and just dive into this. So all right, before I turned the camera on, I was getting loads of messages about your person. Okay, so let me share these with you. I'm getting that this person is a rebel. This person is different. They dance to the beat of their own drum. They're very creative, very eccentric. They could be Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or they could have Aquarius quite prominent in their birth chart. So they may have a lot of planets in Aquarius. Basically, this is the kind of person who, they don't like to do what everyone else is doing. They like to do their own thing. And you love that, because you like people like that. You don't really like people who kind of just do what everyone else is doing. You really respect and value those people who fully just say, you know what, this is me and this is what I'm about, and I'm not trying to fit in, I'm not trying to blend in, I'm just trying to do my own thing. So yes, you're gonna love that about this person. So if you've met them already, then this is something you really like about them. Well, if you haven't met them, this is going to be something that you really notice right away, how much and they have a really strong voice. Like they speak with a lot of passion and determination. So when they're talking about, I can hear it, when they're talking about a topic that they're very passionate about, you can really hear it in their voice. Like I'm hearing they really care about people. They really care about making a difference in this world, and they want to really they want to leave their, oh gosh, what is that saying? I can hear it, but it's kind of trying to run away from me. They want to leave their mark, basically, on this world. They want to do something different while they're here, and they want to make a difference. Like, that's very important to them. Okay, so this is quite interesting. Let's get into this. Now, also the fact that I don't know the name of this crystal, so I can't identify it. This is how people see this person, and this is how this person is. Like, they're very mysterious. They can't be labeled. They can't be confined. They're just someone who is constantly expanding, constantly changing, constantly evolving. And it's like, you can't put them into a box, because you just can't. So this is interesting. So you're going to notice that about them right away. Just how different they are. And I'm seeing that when you're talking to them, you're just so intrigued by what they're saying. You're so interested in what they're saying. And the conversation is just flowing. Yeah, I'm saying the convo is just flowing. All right, let's turn this card around. So before I shuffled the deck, I asked Spirit to just give me one card that would summarize your soulmate's energy. Group 3. So let's turn this card around and see. So yeah, look, we got the High Priestess. Okay, so now regardless of the gender here, when I see the High Priestess card, it makes me instantly think of the High Priest card as well. So okay, this is someone who is connected to their divine feminine energy. Okay, but also what I'm seeing is that they have good balance between their divine masculine and feminine energy, because regardless of the gender, everybody has the divine masculine and feminine energies within them. Sometimes they can be balanced. Sometimes the person can be exuding a bit more of one than the other. And this can change throughout the day, throughout their life. You know, it can change throughout the course of a month, a week, a few hours, whatever. Like, it's just this dance that's constantly happening between the masculine and feminine energies within. But this person is very... So, as I said earlier, they dance to the beat of their own drum. They're very tuned into their heart space. They like to move from a place of their intuition, so they will listen to what they feel guided to do, and that's what they will do. So they can't be forced into or kind of coaxed into doing anything. They need to really let things marinate. They need to meditate on a thing. They need to really sit there and think, how does this feel? How does this feel within me? How does my body respond to this environment? How does my body respond to this energy, this individual, this job? So they really are tuned in and very connected to their body, which is really, really interesting, actually. They also really love animals. They could have a dog or a cat, maybe a black dog, a black cat, but they love animals. And they're very... Hold on. Yeah, I just heard very connected to the higher planes of existence. So this person is a bit of a wizard, a bit of a magician, or a witch or something, something like that. But yeah, they're very connected. They're very tuned in. They could be into lucid dreaming, astral projection, things like that. Maybe tarot, astrology, the occult. They could have a lot of tattoos. You could also have tattoos. This person is just very creative, very expressive, and in some cases they like to kind of express their creativity through inking their skin, so putting tattoos on their skin. They could also have a special connection to ancient Egypt. They could do Kemetic yoga maybe, or this could be your energy, but that's just coming through heavy Kemet energy. So yeah, the two of you have a love for all things Egyptian. Like, there's this energy of ancient Egypt coming through. Sorry about that, group number 3. My battery died, so I had to step away for a while, but I was still receiving a lot of messages from your soulmate. So another thing that was coming through was that, so your soulmate has a deep respect for the divine feminine. They deeply respect the goddess, and they're going to see you as a goddess. All right, this person is going to... So I can see that you represent the high priestess. So you fully embody the divine feminine energy. Okay, so you're very connected to your divine feminine energy, and you're very for some reason the word regal wanted to come out, but that's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say you're very like, you're very well put together. You're very conscious of how you dress and how you look when you're going out into the physical world. So yes, appearance is very important to you, and you just exude this very royal energy, to be honest, this very goddess-like energy, and this person is going to really love that about you. That's what they're going to really see in you to begin with. Now, I don't want to get too much into your energy. I want to just really focus on your person, but that was just a side message that was coming through. Now, before I had to pause the video, so I was talking about this person. So this person, they do yoga. I'm definitely seeing that your soulmate does yoga. For some of you, it's Kemetic yoga specifically. So if you've found that lately you've wanted to like get into Kemetic yoga, this could be an indication that you're going to soon meet your soulmate. Because what can happen is, when we suddenly feel guided to do something that we haven't done before, or something that we don't usually do, this is often an indication that we're actually wanting to align with the energy of a person that we're about to meet. So this may happen a lot, right? If you suddenly feel like going to the gym, suddenly you want to, you know, eat plant-based or eat vegan or vegetarian, and you don't know why, you know, this can be a sign that you're about to meet someone who actually has that energy, and unconsciously you are naturally wanting to align with their energy, their frequency. Okay, so this is what can happen. Now, okay, let's go further into your person's energy. They also get along well with their mother as well. Mother is very important to them. Yeah, so as I said, they deeply respect the divine feminine energy, which is beautiful. Okay, so Spirit, let's get into this. So give me some more messages, some more insight into group number 3 soulmates. So who is group number 3 soulmate, Spirit? Tell me, talk to me about this. Who is, we got some Scorpionic energy coming in. So Scorpio, they could have a very intense gaze. Yeah, this person, their eyes are very their eyes really draw you in. Yes, they've got, oh my god, hold on, we got 2 Scorpio cards. Yeah, this person has those eyes that just, wow. Yeah. Oh no, that's too much. Okay, hold on. Yeah, look, this person has very intense energy. They're very intense. They're very yeah, this person is super intense, and they've done a lot of work on themselves. So as I said earlier on, you know, they don't like to follow the crowd. They like to go their own way. They like to ride their own, they like to ride their own wave, even if they need, oh my god, okay, what's going on right now? There's too much going on. There's way too much going on. Yeah, they like to go their own way, and yeah, it's very important to them. You know, they can't be forced into doing anything. You can't manipulate this person. They always see through the BS. You know, they see a lot, they observe a lot, and they're very, like I said earlier, they're very connected, they're very intuitive. Okay, one more card, Spirit. One more card to tell me about group number 3, soulmates energy. One more card. One more card. Okay, I don't know if, let's see if the card is gonna come out. Whoa, hang on. Yep, that one. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. Hang on. I just heard this person likes to live life on the edge. So they and I don't know why I said it like that. I feel like because you're okay, so let's say this is the kind of person that would do bungee jumping. They'll be like, oh, let's go bungee jumping. Like, what's the other thing? Paragliding or is it not parasailing? Anyway, those things when you're in the air and you're just, yeah, you're in the air. Whether you're jumping from like a plane or the other thing when I think there's like a, what's that thing called? When there's like a jet ski, like someone's driving the jet ski and then the other person is like up in the air. Anyway, I don't know what the hell that's called, but anyway, that kind of stuff. So they're into those kind of things. They're very yeah, they're really willing to try new things. They're willing to constantly step out of their comfort zone, and they're going to help you do this as well, because sometimes you can be a bit set in your ways. So there's a bit of fixed energy that I'm getting from you, and this person is going to help you to kind of try new things. Oh yes, that makes sense. So for some of you, this person is going to get you into yoga. So it's not that they're gonna like make you do it, but I mean they're gonna either encourage or inspire you to get into yoga. So either this will happen very naturally, or you know, perhaps this person is a yoga teacher, or they could also be a fitness trainer maybe actually. And what's gonna happen is you two may end up doing yoga together or working out together. But I'm just saying, you doing things together, physical things, physical or non-physical things that are just going to help you kind of to better yourself and to make improvements to the body and the mind. So yeah, a very nourishing connection this will be. Okay, I'm gonna just put all these cards out, then we can talk about what's going on. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of running out of space a little. I'm gonna move this. Yeah. Okay, so let's just talk about this now. Okay, so woman in Scorpio. Yeah, this person really prioritizes their own peace. Like, they want a peaceful life, they want a soft life. They're not into drama, they're not into all of that. They're very grown. This is very grown energy. Yeah, that's what it is. This is grown energy. So this person is probably older than you, is a vibe I'm getting. They're probably older than you, and they just have a lot of wisdom. They have a lot. They've done a lot. They've been to a lot of places. They're very wise, and they have learned from past mistakes. I don't really like that word mistakes, but I couldn't think of anything else to call it. But they learn from the past, so they don't like to, if they do something that hasn't worked out, they are unlikely to do the same thing again. They like to learn that lesson one time, and then they will move on to the next thing. Yeah, that's how this person operates. I can see that this person, for some of you, this person is divorced, or if not divorced, they just had they were either engaged, or the person they were previously with, it was a very long lasting connection. They was with this person for a really long time, and then there was the separation. So this is the kind of person, they're very into commitment. So they're very committed. They're very so like I said, very grown, very committed. They don't want anything wishy-washy. They want the real deal, and they're not willing to kind of, when it comes to what they want from their partner, they don't want to really compromise. They want what they want, and they know what they want because they have had what they didn't want before. You know, they've had these connections previously with people who would show them one face, but they wasn't really like that. So, okay, because of who this person is, sometimes in the past, they would meet individuals who would pretend to be on their level and who would pretend to be kind of into spirituality, yoga, maybe wellness, holistic healing, and taking care of themselves. But then it would then it would kind of fade away. It would dissolve because it wasn't authentic. So yeah, there's this energy of people like to impress this person. People often like to come across really well in front of this person. So I don't know who your person is, but like, yeah, people want to really impress them, and they get a lot of attention as well, but not from who they really want, because who they want is you. Your energy is what they want. That's what they like. And yeah, but they do get a lot of attention though. So anyway, moving on from that. So look, we've got the step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So this person is deep in their North Node energy. So if you're familiar with astrology, North Node is all about the direction we're supposed to head in this lifetime, right? So we've got the North Node and the South Node. So the South Node is always directly opposite the North Node in your birth chart. And the South Node is very much our comfort zone. Where is that? I think I saw that card. Oh yeah. Yeah, the South Node is your comfort zone, right? And this is kind of what we have done a lot in a past life. And the North Node is something kind of different. It's what we don't know, but it's the area that we may struggle with, this area where our North Node is, because it's kind of foreign territory to us. But we need to dive deeper into the North Node in order to fully grow, and in order to get better at that thing that is signified by the house where your North Node is in your birth chart. Okay, so this person is very much in their North Node energy. What I'm also seeing actually is that in this lifetime, they are supposed to focus on being committed and being in committed, long-lasting connections. So perhaps in a past life, they just were alone for huge chunks of their life, or just for their whole life. So they could have been like, I don't know, a monk, or just a yogi who completely renounced the physical world and just didn't have a family, didn't have no one, nothing. They just were very much focused on their own spiritual path, their spiritual evolution, and working towards gaining self-realization. But in this lifetime, they are here to actually experience romantic connections, having deep romantic feelings, you know. So this is what they've been working through. There has been resistance to this at some points in their journey. you know, but they've kind of softened towards this now, and they are ready for love. They are ready for you. They're ready to come into union with you. And with you're very close to achieving your goal, I can see that you are close. You're okay, here's the thing. There's a few things. Either you are in close proximity to this person now. So it could be someone that you work with. It could be someone that you're going to meet at work. Or someone that comes into your workplace frequently. Alternatively, it could just be that this person is in your auric field, so they're in your energy field, so you're connecting with them in the unseen realm, in the astral plane, and you've been having dreams about one another, and you're both quite tuned in, so you may already have the awareness of this. Alternatively, you've been messaging one another online. Either way, there's a closeness, so you are close to each other, or you feel close to each other. Yeah, okay, so we got make time for self-love, last quarter moon in Libra, new moon in Gemini, think it through, last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings, first quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks, and nothing will come of this situation. So let me just let this marinate a little, and I'm gonna get two more tarot cards. Actually, I just realized I have no tarot cards in this reading yet. Okay, so Spirit, two more cards please, that will help me to dive deeper into group three's soulmates energy. So two more cards for group three. Ooh, let's take that for group three's soulmates energy. Group three's soulmates energy. Yeah, I just heard they are a force to be reckoned with. Ooh. Yeah, so this is the kind of person that you can't mess with. They don't let people walk all over them. They have really strong boundaries as well. Whoops. I thought they were all going to fall, all of the cards. Okay, wait. Okay, so we've got the Page of Cups. Oops, hang on. And we have the Sun. Okay, wait, so here's what this is telling me. When it comes to you, this person is going to really make sure that they come correct. And I'm seeing that with the Page of Cups. They may even be a little shy, and this is out of character for them. Or if they're not acting shy, then they're going to be moving slowly. They're not going to want to rush. They are not going to because look, because of this past connection that they were in for a really long time, they really want to be sure this time. So they are sure about you, of course. They're going to be sure. They're going to know instantly. They're going to recognize you from a past life, because this does feel like a past life connection. So you guys know each other from a past life. So they're going to know you. They're going to recognize you instantly. But they want to make sure that they come correct. And because you are the High Priestess, they know that they need to come correct. They can't, yeah, they're going to want to really court you properly. They're going to want to go through the various steps that they need to go through. They don't want to skip steps. They don't want to rush. They want to really get to know you. So this is the kind of person, they're going to pay attention to everything that you do, everything that you say. They're going to really listen as well. So even in moments when they're not acting, they will be listening. So they're constantly listening is the vibe I'm getting. Okay, and now we got the Sun card here. So in some capacity, this person is a leader. People look towards them for the light. So people see them as some kind of shining beacon of light, or somebody that knows the way, if that makes sense. I know that sounds so mysterious, but it's like they have the ability to show others the way. And this comes from the fact that they're just so wise. They're so full of wisdom, and they just have so many stories. And when you meet them, you're going to hear all of these things. You know, they've been to many places. They've seen many things. They've been through a lot, but they've learned through it. So like the Scorpio, they've alchemized all that they've been through, and they transformed all of that pain into power. And they used this to really dive deeper into their purpose. Ooh, that's so interesting. That is so interesting. Sorry group 3, I had to pause again. I don't know why I keep having to pause the video. I feel like that is actually a reflection of this energy of the connection and your soulmate. So, you know, at a lot of points in their life, they had to start and stop things. They've kind of gone to rock bottom before, but they've built themselves up. They've been through phases where they've lost it all, but then they make it all back, you know. So this is very much someone who, they are a go-getter. They are someone who is a phoenix. They constantly rise from the ashes. So a very inspiring person, very inspirational, somebody who really can show others that anything is possible, you know, anything is possible, and you don't have to be a victim of your circumstances. So very much a person who leads by example. Yeah, this is really, really nice energy. Yeah, this person is, yeah, what you see is what you get with this person, you know. And when they do connect with you, so if you haven't met them yet, when you do meet them, they're going to move kind of slow, but it's just because they want to make sure that they do things properly, because they do recognize you. They do know that you are their soulmate, and they know that they are going to have it all with you. They know, it's like when they look at you, they can see into the future. They're very intuitive, really psychic, very connected, so they know what's coming. But I think it's you that may be a bit more impatient than them. Okay, so this person will be teaching you how to be a bit more patient. And yeah, this is, I'm hearing this is going to be a patient type of love. They're going to be patient with you. They're going to hold space for you to really be who you are and to feel what you need to feel. And they're gonna really be there with you as you kind of alchemize your own things, and as you transform and heal your own wounds from the past and your own blocks. They're going to really be there for you. They're going to be that container who can really hold space. They hold space really, really well. They're a good listener. They know what to say to inspire you. They know what to say to motivate you. And they know how to just listen. You know, sometimes you just want a person who can just listen. You know, so you don't want any advice, but you just want someone to be there to hold that space and listen. So that's what your soulmate is going to be really good at doing. They're going to help you work through your feelings. But of course, it's going to be you doing the work, but they're going to just not judge you, you know. So you're going to feel like you can tell them anything. And you can tell them anything. And they're going to really understand where you're coming from, because you do have similar upbringing, similar way of looking at the world, similar way of behaving, and all of that. Yeah, this is so nice. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for watching group 3. I hope these messages have resonated with you. Do be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.